Happy last show, Rutgers. I'm Kim Peterman.
And I'm Corena Gonzalez. We have a marvelous show lined up for you. It is Monday, December 11th, 2017.
Weather Watcher Manny Cruz will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day, and it's going to be a wintry one.
Ashley Cornish will paint the town scarlet and appreciate cultural beauty.
Megan Coyne from Rutgers No More will be visiting.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers.
Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this merry Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning this semester with all the exciting news, events, and weather.
Before we begin the show, we have some breaking news to get to this morning.
As some of you may have seen this morning, there was an explosion near the Port Authority bus terminal in Manhattan. According to New Jersey Transit, all buses headed for Port Authority will be diverted to Secaucus and Newark Penn Station. Passengers can take trains into New York from there. New Jersey Transit will be cross-honoring tickets today. Check the MTA's Twitter page for subway rerouting information. Our hearts go out to anyone affected. Follow us on Twitter at Wake Up Rutgers for continuing updates throughout the morning.
So obviously that's a very somber event, and another very somber event is this is our last show of the semester.
I know it is very bittersweet. I love my crew. I love my RUTV production crew in general. So it is kind of sad that it'll be coming to an end.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, I'm very excited to be able to sleep in on my Monday and Thursday mornings. I'm also going to miss everyone during the break.
Exactly. I feel the exact same way. And also, I hear that you'll be having an interview later with the Vice President of Rutgers No More.
Yeah, I'll be talking to Megan Coyne. It's going to be a very informative interview and very timely one, too, considering Rutgers No More is a club that helps spread awareness and about resources for those who've dealt with sexual and dating violence.
Exactly.
And speaking of other things that you can spread on campus, cultural awareness is also a very big thing.
Yes, we'll be seeing Ashley Cornish later in our package about my event for Douglas Divas. It was my Douglas Divas Cultural Beauty event, which I'm not going to get into detail about, but can't wait for everybody to see.
So what is the Douglas Divas?
It stands for Determined, Innovative, Vivacious, Articulate Sisters. Kind of a mouthful, but yes, that's awesome. What we are.
What else does it do?
We're a multicultural women's empowerment organization. Just a little promo. We meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. We don't have any more meetings for the semester, but we will be definitely starting up again in January.
That sounds really cool.
Yes, I hope everybody, if you want to, you can come out. But before we can get to all of that, let's see how much you know.
When is this semester's reading day? We will find out the answer right after this break.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when is this semester's reading day? Now it's time to find out the answer.
It is this Thursday, December 14th. So even though we just have one day, everybody get your studying in as much as you can because finals are a big thing.
Definitely. I just hope that the weather isn't like so bad that I want to stay in bed all day, but also not so good that I'm sitting there staring out the window at this sunny, temperate day going, I just want to be outside. Manny, is it going to be good study weather?
Good morning, Rutgers, and I'm sorry, Kim, but it seems like it might not be good study weather. Well, it might be good weather to stay in because it's going to be cold and wintry this week. Let's take a look at the weather headlines for the next 5 days. Expect a cold week. Expect some showers on Tuesday. There might be a wintry mix mixed in, and then possibly another snowstorm on Friday. I know this looks similar to my forecast last week because it's pretty much the same forecast. With the snow chance on Friday. Let's take a look at the morning low. We have a morning low of 30 degrees, which is a pretty cold start to the day. Let's take a look at today's high. It's going to remain cold with just a high of 39 degrees, so make sure to wear your coats. And let's take a look at the day planner. It's going to go up to 39 around 2 p.m. and then temperatures are going to drop a bit to 29 at 10 p.m. Let's take a look at the overnight low. It's going to be 27 overnight. Another cold night. Rain moves in sometime around 7 a.m. It might start off as a wintry mix, so you might see some ice at the beginning of the rain event. So make sure to prepare for that for those who have to wake up really early in the morning. Let's take a look at Tuesday's high. We had a high. We're going to have a high of 45 degrees. Like I said, it's expect some showers in the morning. It might start off as a wintry mix, and I'll talk more about the 5-day forecast, including the snowstorm chance for Friday in the second part of my forecast. So for now, back to you, Kim and Corena.
Thanks, Manny. Though it's slightly disappointing that it's going to be cold for the weather, it does seem that winter has come a little early this year.
I know. I was actually very happy to see the snow. I actually didn't step outside, though. I stayed inside, just looked out my window, and I was okay. I guess this is the time for me to just relax and not do work today.
That seems like a sensible plan. I unfortunately had to go out in the snow. I had a shift at RUTV, and then my a cappella group had its concert on Saturday, so it's like I had to go to all the campuses during the snow, too, which was very pretty, but also very cold.
And it'll just motivate the snow that will possibly be happening, hopefully, maybe this weekend, will just motivate people more to stay inside. But since I have to stay inside, I have to study now.
Yes. And maybe while you're studying, you could watch some old Wake Up Rutgers episodes. Who knows? Yeah, so we'll have more Rutgers events and an interview right after this.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Rutgers University is now offering a master's program in UN and Global Policy Studies. This new program is the only one of its kind in the United States. The curriculum for this program is designed to provide students with qualitative and quantitative analytical skills, as well as hands-on management experience required by leaders in the field. All applicants must hold a bachelor's degree from an accredited college. The program of study requires 36 credits and is open to both part-time and full-time students. For application information and to apply online, check out gradstudy.rutgers.edu. For more information, check out unstudies.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Even with the little bit of time that we do have left in this semester, we definitely have some news and events right here for you.
If you know someone with a medical condition who's worried they won't get the help they need, have no worries because Rutgers Res Life staff and nurses are on board. Dawood Hamdan, a senior majoring in public health, had the biggest change in his life right before his freshman year of high school. While in school, he was diagnosed with transverse myelitis, which is a neurological condition that causes the nerves to send that causes inflammation along a segment of the spinal cord. The pressure causes nerves to send interrupted messages through the body, resulting in pain, muscle weakness, sensory problems, and/or paralysis. When the time came to think about applying for colleges, he had to find the best schools to accommodate his needs. After he was accepted to Rutgers, he reached out to residence life, student support, and accommodation staff and toured the various options for living spaces that would be best for him. He was set to live in Bush Engineering, Science, and Technology Hall, or BEST as we all know it. And Rutgers didn't stop there. They included a card reader so that he would not have to struggle with swiping his card, a customized desk that allowed him to comfortably use the tabletop while seated, and added other features to make his life much easier. The nurses' daily help and the support of the friends he made in the hall made a much easier experience for him. Dawad stated, "This school really helps a lot. The whole experience really helped skyrocket my self-confidence and my motivation to do things. I was never turned down for anything, and I was able to participate in whatever was going on. It wasn't difficult here. It came naturally." So that's a really uplifting story.
I know when I was reading that story, I almost shed a tear just reading it because from just going, when they were explaining how him and his father, well, his parents, they were going out looking for schools, calling up different schools just to try and see if they could accommodate his needs. A lot of them were not capable of doing that. And so he was actually starting to feel kind of down about it. But when he got that email from Rutgers, knowing that they could do that for him he was so happy. It made me happy.
That's really amazing. Yeah, no, it always impresses me so much what Rutgers will do to make the lives of its students easier.
Exactly. And they can make your lives easier just as well as they can make your appetite easier. Have you tried Rutgers' sizzling Scarlet Night Burger? The university's dining services is competing in the James Beard Foundation's first blended burger project. The contest consists of creating a burger and replacing some of the red meat with mushrooms. Rutgers, along with 14 other large universities, are in the competition. The winner is selected based on the number of votes, and students have the chance to vote once every day until this Friday, December 15th. The top 2 schools will give their chef the chance to make their blended burger at the James Beard House in April in New York City. Rutgers is currently ranking number 3 and is about 900 votes away from ranking number 2 in the contest. When voting, every student has the chance to win a $1,000 RU Express gift card or 10 runner-up prizes of $100 Visa gift cards. Rutgers joined this competition as part of their Menus of Change initiative. Students can vote on Snapchat from various QR codes around campus or at tinyurl.com/RutgersBurger. I actually have not tried out that burger. I hear that they provide it on all of the at all of the Rutgers dining halls, but I haven't tried it yet. And I actually got to vote though, so I hear you can vote like once every single day with it too.
Oh, awesome. I'll definitely have to start doing that. Yeah, no, I haven't tried the burger either. I've never been much of a burger person, but if you want to have your burger and have it be slightly healthier, it definitely seems to be the thing to go for.
Exactly.
And eating a burger can always be very stress relieving. And if you want some more stress relief before finals, join Rutgers Alpha Eta Pi and RJX for their first Hanukkah Bash. There will be a photo booth, jar making, Hanukkah pong, music, a raffle, and more. They will also be having complimentary desserts such as latkes and sufganiyat, which are jelly donuts. All ugly Hanukkah sweaters are welcome. This event will take place tomorrow, December 12th, from 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. in the Student Activity Center on College Avenue. For more information, search RJX Hanukkah Bash on Facebook. So that sounds like a lot of fun. I actually, one of the members of my a cappella group who had the concert this weekend is a member of Alpha Eta Pi, and we went to his room in their house afterward for a after-show gathering, and it's a really nice place, and they seem like really great people.
There's so many different types of holidays, which is really cool that all of us Rutgers students end up celebrating. So just another event that you can go to celebrate with other Rutgers students, having a photo booth, jar making, and then just wearing your ugly Hanukkah sweaters is a good event. It's definitely a stress-free event type event too.
Definitely, yeah. No, this is like the 3rd or 4th Hanukkah event that the Jewish community's had in the past few weeks. I know, like last Saturday, they not this Saturday, but the Saturday before that, they had their Hanukkah ball, and that was a lot of fun too. Like there was free food, free games. The theme was around the world, so you could like get sombreros and just all these different things you wouldn't expect at a Hanukkah celebration.
That's actually really cute. I love around the world actually. And speaking of other places where you can de-stress, with finals around the corner, you may want to find a new space to focus on your studies. The Zimmerly Art Museum is going to be open from 10 a.m. this Thursday, December 14th, until 4:30 p.m. Friday, December 15th. You can enjoy the peace and quiet among the different gallery spaces. Bring your laptops and creativity, since the museum has Wi-Fi and art activities for when students need a study break. Every hour from 8 to 11 p.m., there will be a 30-minute meditation and healing movement session offered by a fellow member of the So Shim Sa Zen Center. Don't forget to bring your appetite, since complimentary refreshments and coffee are provided by the Paparazzi Cafe. You must have a Rutgers ID to be admitted between 5 p.m. Tuesday and 9 a.m. Wednesday. For more information, visit ruevents.rutgers.edu. That actually is kind of fun. I think that would be kind of nice because I've been to the Zimmerly Art Museum so many times, and it's such a peaceful and quiet place. So for you to, if people who want to live in who want to study in a quiet space, I think that would be a perfect spot for them.
Yeah, no, I went to the 24 hours at the Zimmerly one year, and I know that even like for me with my quiet spaces, with not so much liking to work in quiet spaces, it was a lot of fun. You could just bring your laptop and the rest of your schoolwork and sit down in the art exhibit and do your work. And it was definitely a good change of pace, and also just gave you something when you had a moment where your brain was just like, I don't know how to work anymore, and you could go, ooh, pretty art. And just a good change of pace for things.
And speaking, just knowing, because when it goes to an art museum, they can be very, very strict in terms of what you can touch, what you can be around. So just the fact that they're letting all of Rutgers community come in there just to study, they truly do respect us in our studying. The finals is going to be very stressful, and we need it.
Definitely. And the Zimmerly is a great place to learn about other cultures, as was the cultural beauty event that your organization held. Here's Ashley Cornish looked into it, and this Paint the Town Scarlet.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Ashley Cornish here in Trey's Hall in celebration of Douglas Diva's 7th annual Cultural Beauty event. Let's go check it out.
Beauty to me is just being true to yourself, and loving everything about yourself, no matter who or what tries to come in your way, and just believing yourself and loving others in general, just having a true personality.
DIVA stands for Determined, Innovations, Vivacious, Articulate Sisters. Beauty means to me is being who you want to be, expressing yourself, and just being comfortable in your own skin. Beauty doesn't really have a name or a label, just be who you are.
Cultural beauty to me just means accepting who you are for who you are and continuing to be yourself no matter what happens. I think the best part was when all of the poets, the people that was doing monologues and things like that, I thought that was really important that they show their character.
The best part of cultural beauty for me is the fact that it brought so many different diversities and people together.
For me, the best part about cultural beauty is expressing oneself in the best way possible, one's heritage, culture, all that good stuff, and bringing it to life.
Beauty means being able to accept who you are and appreciate the people that have sacrificed for you to be where you are today and what that means to you, finding your own definition.
Cultural beauty means loving where you came from and being able to express it in your own form.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had as much fun accentuating cultural beauty as I did. Until next time, keep staying beautiful and painting the town scarlet. I'm Ashley Cornish, RUTV.
That looked like a really fun event. What was it like being in the Paint the Town Scarlet?
It was actually kind of nice because I was on the other side this time, so I was the one that was being interviewed, and it was at my own event, so it was I was like, okay, well now I know how it feels when you're coming up to somebody do you want to get interviewed? And then you have to think of something, and it's oh, okay, yeah. It was actually kind of fun though.
Well, it looked like you had a lot of material to talk about.
Of course, yes we did. And we'll be right back, Rutgers, right after this break.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #RUPrepared.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Today we have a very important interview with Megan Coyne, the Vice President of Rutgers No More. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. So what is Rutgers No More and how did you guys get started?
So Rutgers No More is a student-run advocacy organization that focuses on combating sexual violence on college campuses. We started in the fall of 2015 actually as a program in a residence hall. Jake Comito was an RA and he had a program with his residents where he talked about sexual violence on college campuses, and it just kind of took off from there. And then we became an official student organization in the fall of 2016.
That's really awesome. So you're a relatively new organization. How has awareness of your group spread so quickly?
So we were really able to take off by utilizing social media. We take pictures of people in front of our No More boards, and then we encourage people to share them on social media under the hashtag #RUSaysNoMore, and that hashtag's really gotten us to where we are today.
That's really cool. So what kinds of events and activities do you guys have?
So we hold meetings every 2 weeks where we have conversations just about different topics. Usually there's something always going on in the news that we can relate it back to. And then we also have events throughout the semester where we go talk to other organizations on campus about sexual violence, or we also hold our own special events. The second week of March we have No More Week, which the biggest event of No More Week is Cover the Campus, where in the middle of the night we cover all 5 Rutgers campuses with photos of our No More pictures.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So, as you mentioned, you discussed like current news and events, and right now there's a lot of national dialogue about sexual and dating violence. What are some things that people could do in their daily lives to bring to help deal with and bring awareness to these issues?
Great. So what we're seeing is a major cultural shift right now. The fact that we're having such an open and honest dialogue about sexual violence when usually there's so much like stigma and shame around it, and people are pretty quiet about the issue. So the best thing that everyone can do is just keep talking about it, and if anyone confides in you about something that happened to them, to make sure they know that you support them and that you're here for them, and that you don't pressure them into reporting or doing anything they're not comfortable with.
Great. That's definitely something that we all can do, particularly nowadays. So what are some things that Rutgers does to help deal with campus sexual and dating violence?
So Rutgers Student Affairs has the End Sexual Violence campaign, which is now in its 3rd year. So they're continuing to work on the issue by hosting events. And then Rutgers is also really fortunate to have the Office of Violence Prevention and Victim Assistance, which is it's located on Bartlett Street. And they put on a bunch of great programs throughout the year about sexual violence. And also it's a confidential resource on campus that students can go to if something happened to them and they want to confide in someone.
It's a really great resource. I know that there are a bunch of other organizations like Scream Theater and on campus who deal with sexual and dating violence. Do you guys work with them, and if so, what do you guys do with them?
Yeah, we have a really great relationship with Scream and also with Women Organizing Against Harassment. We work with them. We partner with all of them for the Take Back the Night March. With Scream, we work closely with them through VPVA. And then also we just work with a bunch of student organizations from all different parts of Rutgers.
That's amazing. And I know that earlier this semester we had the Joe Biden event, and that would obviously be something very big for your organization. So what did you guys do anything special for it, or?
So we were really fortunate to be able to sit in the bleachers behind Joe Biden, which was a really great experience. And most of us were able to meet him afterwards because we were close enough to him. And then we worked on getting a lot of people there, as many of our members as possible, and also the week after that we had a discussion where we kind of just debriefed what he was saying and how everyone felt about it and just how exciting it was.
That's amazing. So where can students find out more information about your organization?
So the best way to learn more about us is through our Facebook page, Rutgers No More. We're really active on social media, so that's the place to go.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
It's no problem. So Rutgers No More is obviously a great organization, and hopefully more students can take advantage of all you guys have to offer. Don't go anywhere, Rutgers. We have more show left right after this break.
Bullying isn't just in person. Now, bullying can be over text messages, phone calls, or social media. And it can happen to anyone. Students who believe to be victims of verbal assault, intimidation, bullying, harassment, or defamation should report any incident to the Dean of Students of their college, school, or campus. You can also file a complaint at the New Brunswick Office of Student Conduct at 115 College Avenue. If you or someone you know is being bullied, don't be afraid to speak up and reach out. For more information on bullying, visit compliance.rutgers.edu/bullying.
Welcome back, Rutgers. I just had a great interview with Megan Coyne from Rutgers No More, where we learned about all the ways to spread awareness and deal with sexual and dating violence on campus. Another thing that you probably want to learn about on campus is the weather. So, Manny, what's the weather going to be like for the next 5 days?
Cold, cold, and cold. That's pretty much the weather for the next 5 days. I know Saturday was a nice scene as it was snowing. And this week, it seems like we're going to see some more snow. Let's take a look at the high for Tuesday. It's going to be 45. Like I said, expect some showers, and there might be some wintry mix at the beginning of that. And then Wednesday and Thursday is going to be cold. A high of 29 on Wednesday and a high of 32 on Thursday. In my neighborhood, we say it's brick outside when we get that type of weather. Let's take a look at the Friday. That's the day that people should be concerned about the most, as there is a chance of another snow event. So make sure to watch the Weather Watchers forecast throughout the week to get more information. But for now, I'll see you guys next semester. And back to you, Kim and Corena.
Thanks, Manny. It's so disappointing. It's going to snow when Star Wars comes out.
I feel like, I don't know, something always coming in the way. There was one time when I first met my boyfriend, and we were gonna go on a date, we were gonna go to the movies, and we wanted to see this one movie that had just came out. But all of a sudden, we saw that all the movies were packed because all of them were consisting of only Star Wars. And I was like, they could have gave us a warning. They didn't have this online. I was like, well, now payback, because now the snow's coming.
Yeah, my family has had our tickets for months, so I really hope that it's not like so bad that we can't go, but I really am very excited to go see it.
I know my one friend, she's like super, super obsessed with Star Wars. Like, I know, aren't the movies like kind of long?
They're all about 2 hours each-ish, yeah.
Okay, well that's not so bad, but yeah, she's like super, super obsessed, and she watches it all the time, back to back. And like she's going through like a huge phase right now where she's constantly just buying like a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff and just watching the movies all over again. So I'm pretty sure she's very excited about this.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had my phases where I watch the movies over and over again. Though with the rewatching, it was usually the original trilogy. The only time I would rewatch a prequel was when Phantom Menace came out when I was 3, and that was mostly because I was 3 and the lightsabers were cool then.
And then also we can speak on the fact that you had your interview, which was really nice to see.
Yes, no, it was definitely a very good organization to learn about. Like I knew about Screen Theater, I knew about the VPVA. I did not know. All I knew about No More was that they had the posters everywhere.
I know. Ever since I came here, I always wondered why. Like we would constantly see so many different posters. So it was like even if you didn't actually search them, you can't help but to know who they are because you see their posters everywhere, which is such a great thing.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a great way to do like a kind of grassroots marketing for your extracurricular organization. Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode and for the semester.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love hearing from you. Remember, we will be active on Twitter during winter session and we'll give you the latest and greatest in the news, events, and weather.
Thanks again for tuning in and to Megan Coyne for joining us. I'm Corena Gonzalez.
And I'm Kim Peterman. Good luck on your finals and we'll see you next semester.